Good evening, and welcome to another edition of the What the Fuckles podcast. I'm your host, Chuckles152, and even if people aren't listening, I'm going to continue bringing you episodes. First thing I'd like to talk about tonight is a tweet thread that I have. It's really important that people understand this. Twitter is a dangerous place, unfortunately. There is people out there that are just absolutely sick and disgusting. There's sexual deviants, there's sex offenders, and there's paranoid stalkers, and there is just flat out crooks that are looking to rob you of your money. And they come in many forms, shapes, and sizes. And unfortunately, a lot of these people will pretend to be your friends. I go through many of these examples here. If you want a YouTube video about it, please let me know in the comments. I'll bring you a YouTube video about all of this. I can pretty much talk about it for days because I have been in some really crappy situations on Twitter, unfortunately. So, let's get to my questions because that's more fun anyway. There's a guy that blocked me because, anyway. He's not allowed anywhere near a school, and he tried to fight me at one once, so it was kind of funny. Number one, thanks to Lisa Zumba putting it out there. What do you leave out for the Easter Bunny? I want to know. Number two, what are your plans for Easter dinner? Are they different than normal years because of social distancing? Unfortunately for me, I normally go to my girlfriend's grandmother's house for Easter dinner. That's not happening this year. It's become a tradition that I've enjoyed, and unfortunately, I will be eating here with my family, and it is what it is. Number three, what's a great song to dance to? Number four, back to that thread. Tell me about a dangerous encounter you had on Twitter, or because of Twitter, or if you've never had one. And if you're not on Twitter, then you've never had one of these. 5, will all the Christmas and Easter only churchgoers attend services tomorrow? Probably not. I've become, unfortunately, one of those Easter and Christmas churchgoers, and I don't think I will be attending an online service tomorrow. Just doesn't feel right. Number 6, who's the most superstitious person in your family? And if it's not you, do you feed their superstitions? I'm the feeder. I pull off these superstitions for somebody. And tonight I may or may not have painted lamb's blood all over our door jambs. Number 7, have you ever eaten rabbit, and how was it prepped? I have not, but I can imagine it tastes pretty good. 8, have you ever been to a real butcher? I know a lot of people that haven't. I have. I fortunately grew up near one. But, I mean, where I live now, there isn't any butchers anywhere really close. I mean, you have to drive a pretty good distance in either direction to get to a butcher. If you stick your head up a butcher's ass, anyway. Number 9, if some pervert wanted to buy your used tissues, would you consider it? I put shit. Oh, well. And then finally, number 10, have you ever stopped a sexual assault in person? I have. Unfortunately, being in a fraternity and holding parties with outside people, there'd always be that one guy that gets into the party that just absolute scumbag that you had to beat up and kick the fuck out because he's out to rape women and just be a piece of shit. And literally, if not every party, every other party, there was somebody like it, and you had to deal with them, and you just confronted them and took care of them. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you for watching. Remember, be safe and be careful with who you meet out there on the internet. It is not the safest space. And thank you for watching, and if you could subscribe and then hit the like button, comment your your answers to the questions below, or throw them on Twitter at Chuckles152. Have a good one, everybody. Good night.